going on. It is written by Hi YouTube and welcome to a new video. I need to do this in English because obviously it's for school, it's for English lesson, and we need to read a book, and I always wanted to do a book review, I think, because I'm a big reader, but I needed to choose a book and I have chosen this one. It is called The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I don't know if you know it. There's a movie, you can watch it on Netflix, I think, and Emma Watson is playing one of the main characters. She's playing Sam. So I talk about the book, not about the movie. There is some differences in it. So we needed to choose a book that is about bullying or about resistance. As I said, I have chosen The Perks of Being a Wallflower. It's not that thick, but I think it's a good book to read in school, to read in book. It looks like that. See it? Yeah. It is written by Chbosky. Chbosky, I don't know how to spell it. I will read the back page so you know what it is about and how it is written. And then I will go on with my notes. Charlie is a teenager who in a series of letters describes his life as he starts high school. Sensitive and introverted, Charlie makes new friends with whom he explores the meaning of friendship and love during the awkward years of adolescence. I don't know, adolescence, I think, I'm not sure. I go on with the main characters, or just the characters you need to know to understand the book or understand the movie. The most important and the most interesting character of the book is, for my opinion, Charlie. So he's the main character in the book. The book is written like he would send you letters and talk about his life in high school and tell you his secrets and what horrible things happened. So there happens things you wouldn't expect. So it's kind of strange, but it's hard to read, and the movie is hard to watch if you understand what is going on, but you will figure it out as soon as possible. The interesting thing about him is that you get to know that there is something wrong with Charlie, but you don't get to know what exactly it is. So you try to figure that out while you read the book and while you watch the movie, but I stick to the book right now. Soon you will recognize that it has something to do with his Aunt Helen. So I go on with Aunt Helen. She's dead from the beginning of the book, but you will see some like flashbacks of Charlie's mind, and you get to know what really happened in the story. So Aunt Helen died in a car accident because she wanted to buy a birthday present for Charlie, because for Charlie Christmas and birthday is on the same day, and Aunt Helen was the only person in his life who gave him two presents, one for birthday and one for Christmas. And that's the reason why he loved Aunt Helen that much, and that's the reason too why he felt so guilty, because she died in a car accident because of him. That's where his strange thoughts start to come up. So the third character I tell you about is Sam. So Emma Watson is playing Sam in the movie. Perhaps that's why I like it that much, but Sam is a bit older than Charlie and she will graduate school the same time than Patrick. Patrick is gay, so Sam and Patrick are stepbrother and sister, and just the fact that Patrick is gay, there is again a part of bullying in the story. Many other friends are graduate with Sam and Patrick in the same year, so they are in the last year of high school. The point is that Charlie fell in love with Sam almost the first time he saw her. In my opinion, Sam is really amazing. She's just lovely, and Charlie knows that he shouldn't love Sam in this way, and that's what he tries to do all the time. Sam is having a boyfriend most of the time, but in the end of the book you will find out that Sam and Charlie have something in common. So the next character you need to know to understand what is happening is Mary Elizabeth. Because while Charlie is trying not to love Sam, he starts dating with Mary Elizabeth. She has tattoos and dark hair, and it's not the kind Charlie likes. So she's completely different than Sam is. So the main problem of Charlie's character is that he's not able to say no, because he don't want to upset anyone and want to comfort everyone while talking, so he can't say no in every situation. Because of that, he always forget to care about himself. So on a party, the friends played Truth or Dare, and Charlie had to kiss the prettiest or most beautiful girl in the room, and because Charlie and Mary Elizabeth were in a relationship at that time, everyone thought that they would kiss right now, but they didn't, obviously. Charlie kissed Sam. Because of that, he messed up really everything. There was a cut, and afterwards he lost contact to all his friends who are graduating in summer that year. And all his friends were able to say was only, "What's wrong with you, Charlie?" He didn't know either what's going on with him, so he knew he was different, but he didn't know what exactly is happening. So he didn't understand what is going on in his life because of his stress in school and the lack of knowledge about himself and how life works. He starts to take drugs. He starts to smoke cigarettes in the beginning of the book until the end, I think, but there are harder drugs in it. He started to drink lots of alcohol at parties. He smoked weed, and once he tried out LSD, but I think it was only one time. And while he's trying to deal with all his problems, his family don't really know what exactly is going on. So his family, his mom and dad, sister and brother, they know that he's going to a doctor, to a psychologist, I think, since his Aunt Helen died, but at this very moment they don't know what exactly is happening. The word love to his family is really a great part of the book. In the family of Charlie's mother, there were a lot of fights, and women often got beaten up from their husbands, like Aunt Helen, so she was abused from many men. In the book is a big question mark, as I said, about relationships and the idea of love, not in his family, So not between his mother and father, and a question about self-acceptance and so on. If you watch now, you will know what happens in the end of the book or in the end of the movie and what's wrong with Charlie. So if you don't want to know that, so just go out of the video right now. But don't forget to subscribe, like, or you know. I don't want to say too much about the book in general, but in the end you get to know what's wrong with Charlie, and finally everything starts to make sense. It's kind of hard to talk about this, but you know my channel, and because of that you should know that I want to spread these messages out, because it's important to talk about something like that. Something like this really happens out there, and humans try to stay blind all the time as long as they can, and that's not what we should do. Charlie was sexually abused from his aunt Helen. So with that, you get to know that he's dealing with a post-traumatic stress disorder, so PTSD, anxiety, and most likely depression. And that's the reason why he can't say no, because he was never taught anything else when Aunt Helen touched him. That's the reason why he has flashbacks all the time, and why he went to a clinic for I think 1 week, because of his psychological situation after breakdown. So there really happens a lot in the end of the book. That's what's wrong with him, but I think it's not fair to say that's wrong with him, because it's nothing wrong with having PTSD, it's nothing wrong with having anxiety or depression or any other mental illnesses. That's what everyone thought would be wrong with him, except that no one knows what is wrong, what he has, or no one knows until he's going to a clinic and everything makes sense. Honestly, I should say that I watched the movie like 1 year ago, and I wasn't able to understand what I was able to understand, but I wasn't in this mental statement to really understand what is happening. Then I was reading the book like 1 month ago, and I thought in the beginning it would be really strange, but when I was at the end of the book, I really started to understand, and after that I watched the movie again, and I honestly have to say that I had tears in my eyes, because I really understood what is happening and why Charlie is how he is and why he does what he does. That exactly is what people should talk about, in my opinion. There are people in the world we just need to see. I don't mean that you need to see someone, I mean you really need to see him or her, if you know what I mean. Just think about it. And we need to change things and open our eyes in some kind. If you are dealing with something, then you need to know it is okay to just feel bad, and it's okay to reach out for help. As hard as it is, but you are completely worth it. And if you... I knew it. If you need to read a book in school, or if you just need to make a speech about anything, or if you need to talk about something in school, I think the book The Perks of Being a Wallflower is a good one, because firstly you can read the book, secondly you can watch the movie, and you can just grab so much out of it, even if you think it's not like that. You will learn to understand what is happening in someone's mind. It's just one person in this book, but you get to know that out there are just so many people who are dealing with mental illnesses or just dealing with depression, anxiety, and it's completely normal to be like that, and it's completely normal to be accepted like that. And that's exactly what I want to spread out into the world, and that's exactly what my channel is for. If you want to know more about that, I would like you to subscribe my channel. If you are interested in topics like that, I would like you to give you a thumbs up and yeah, just comment something. Try to get help, try to get what you need. So okay, I think that's everything I need to say. I will link my channel on this side, and I will link my video about my speech about mental illness from school up there. So have a nice weekend, or have a nice week, or just try to be happy and try to be yourself. Bye!